and welcome to Odyssey Studios with me, your host, Owen Colgan, and my fourth cousin, Adam. Someone wrote in, why do I get a boner when I play with my dog? Adam, I'll let you answer that one. That seems to be for you, that question.
No, thank you.
No, why? It's not like no one's offering you something.
No, thank you to answer that question.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, right. I thought you were like, is someone offering me a dog that gives people boners? No, that's not the question, but...
Okay.
Anyways...
next question.
Well, we're going to get into the questions later on.
Okay.
Welcome to Owen's Odyssey. It's great to have Adam back in the studio with us today. My fourth cousin, Adam. How are you?
All good. How are you?
Very good. Now, thanks. It's great to see you.
Yeah. Been a while, 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks since we saw each other.
Yeah, Jesus.
But I think you're one of those people that every time I see him, I'm like, there's a fella now who I could just walk up to and shake hands with. And don't be afraid if you see Adam on the back streets.
Yeah.
Where do you hang out normally?
I'm usually at home.
Okay. Well, there's an open invite to Adam's house there.
Yeah, everybody. You're all welcome.
And we put your air code up there on the camera. No, I'm only joking. Great to see you again.
Yeah. Good to see you.
Thank you. This week's episode talking about purpose. How to find purpose in life. We're going to give you some insane tips. Purpose, what's yours? Do you have one? Are you one of those people that wakes up every morning and knows exactly what it is they want to do? Oh, I've got my purpose in life. I know why I was put on this planet. Look at me with my big, stupid purpose face on me.
You sounded a bit bitter there.
Oh, do I?
Just a bit.
What if I am? What if I am a bit bitter? Is that a problem? Can I not be bitter for a minute? Adam? That is your real fucking name? Is it your name?
Yeah.
No. It's not his name. Tell him your real name.
It's Adam.
Tell him your real name.
My name is Adam.
Brother for life. But what if I don't want to have a purpose? What if you don't need a purpose? What if, you know the way people be saying, like, you find your purpose in order for you to be motivated in life. What if you don't have a purpose and you just decide you'd float through life like an old feather in the wind? Maybe that's as good as anything. Are you telling me that a feather doesn't have its place in society?
Do you think you need purpose?
Never thought of it like that, no.
I mean, if you're happy, like...
Oh, you're saying I'm not happy?
Well, I don't know.
You're saying I'm sad? Is that what you're getting at?
I'm on about purpose.
No comment. Why did I have to read that off a piece of paper? This is pathetic. Anyway, your purpose. Who do you want to be? Where's life taking you, brother? Is it a case of you walking the dog or the dog walking you? Hold tight, strap yourself in and release.
What does that mean?
No idea. It's written down here though, so it sounds good.
Does it?
Actually, now that you say it, no, not really.
Okay. You're having an existential crisis again, are you?
Am I, yeah? Is that what it looks like from the outside looking in?
Very much so.
Really? Well, diagnose me then, Dr. Phil.
Ah.
Diagnose me.
That nice, is it?
Do you want a bit?
Kind of do, yeah.
It's cranberry juice,
I
1 litre.
Fucking love cranberry juice.
It's good for the kidneys.
Is it?
It is meant to be very good for cleaning out the kidneys, but I don't think you're meant to drink it right from the carton.
Why not?
It's too much concentrated sugar in that one carton.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not actually good for you?
Well, it would be in smaller doses, but it's like anything. If you drink too much water, you'll drown.
I suppose. Makes sense.
But I've had about...
Yeah, I can't reach that.
Okay. I'll leave a bit at the bottom for you.
Thanks.
All you need really is a small little touch of that.
Okay.
And it cleans out the kidneys. But again, it has to be naturally pressed cranberries. And it has to be all natural. This is not natural. This is where they catch you with these products. You know, the orange juices you get in the shops and the pineapple juices. Well, they're all like, if they don't say nothing concentrate, they're no good to you. And even still, I don't know if they're any good for you.
Pure sugar.
Pure sugar. That's what it is. Broken down to its simplest form. And that's what we're all addicted to now. Sugar.
Pretty good.
Goddamn is. Sugar is pretty good.
It is pretty good.
I've got another little snack here as well.
Oh.
I don't normally eat this stuff on a day-to-day basis. But for some reason, I just want a bit of an energy kick. So we brought in tea cakes, didn't we, Adam?
Well, you brought them in.
I brought
You're
them in, yeah.
nice enough to give me a few.
Do you know where I got them?
No.
Mr. Price.
Really?
It gets the cheapest shite you want in there.
This tree, or this plant,
That tree was,
Mr. Price.
yeah.
That is everything, though.
It's got everything you don't want.
Mm.
Mm.
We move on?
Not yet, no. I wanted to talk about purpose. What do you think your purpose is when you wake up every day?
Jeez, I don't.
What's the last thing you think about before you go to bed at night, Adam? Are you worried?
Not really. Are you worried? What are you worried about?
Hey, think of me as a mirror, putting it back on you.
No.
Don't ask me
We have a
questions.
standoff, I see.
An emotional standoff. We're like two cowboys that are ready to pull a gun on each other.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Yeah, and I've got the glass hammer and I want to smash it. But in doing so, I'll also smash my hammer.
Oh, right. Powerful glass window.
Yeah. Reinforced.
But do you need purpose?
Do you need purpose? I don't know. Do you need a reason to get out of the bed every day? What drives you? You know, what do you think when you see people like Kevin Hart and whoever else gets out of bed really early? 4 o'clock in the morning, some of these people are getting out of bed. Jocko Willink, all those people. When you hear about them getting out of bed, because you don't see them getting out of bed, you hear about it online, you see that their watch says 3:53 in the morning or something. And you're like, Jesus, he's been awake a long, long time.
What time does he go to bed?
Exactly.
Could be in bed by 4 o'clock.
He probably is in bed by 4 or 5 o'clock, or he's probably no crack in the evening. You can't even walk into to make a cup of tea for yourself because he's in bed.
Yeah, door's locked.
Fast asleep, REM jab. But what I'm saying to you is, why? Why is he doing that? What's the drive? Like, what's the end goal? Or what's the continuous purpose of these people?
I don't know.
Me neither.
I think as long as you're happy.
Yeah.
That's.
So your purpose is to be happy. So if you're not happy, you're not fulfilling your purpose.
That'd be right.
But you're always happy.
Always happy.
Always content.
Severely depressed.
I'd love to know. Yeah, I'd love to know when the bedroom door is locked and the curtains are pulled and the shoes are off, Adam. What's rattling around that mind of yours?
Yeah. Jeez, it's constant and it's horrible.
Oh, it's pure torture.
It's brutal.
Anything at all to distract you.
Yeah.
No, but it's good to talk.
Thanks.
Okay, that's maybe that's the purpose of this podcast, to talk.
Talk, yeah. Everything's okay.
Please check out my Patreon. I bounced on my balls yesterday when I was on a horse.
You were on a horse?
I was on a horse yesterday.
Doing what?
Did a horse lesson.
Right.
Just like riding a little horse across the field. And I bounced on one of my testicles. It's in ribbons now at the moment, so it's like a football that's been left out over winter.
Oh yeah, big
Slightly
ball.
deflated.
Oh, deflated.
Deflated, yeah. What are you thinking about? A big ball. Does your ball get bigger when they're cold?
No.
You have to think about that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I was on the horse like this, and I was a bit nervous, and it was a big old horse, and I was like, we started moving fairly quick, and you know the way in cowboy movies they'd be galloping across the field like, yeah. I wanted to start doing that, but I wasn't strong enough for the horse because you have to hold him strong. And we went over a bit of a step, and so the way he kind of stood back down on the ground, it kind of put me to the one side, and my ball just got tucked in underneath the jean, and so there was a bit of a crunch there. Sure. And the teacher was like, "You all right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll be fine." Yeah.
No tear or anything, no? Internally,
yeah. Okay. The tear went backwards.
Right.
And back down inside my face.
Yeah, you had to hide it.
Yeah. Very sore.
I'd say so.
Yeah, like really haven't been right since.
So horse riding?
Horse riding, yeah.
What is this the first?
Just to do something different, you know. You know the way you see a horse and you'd be thinking, I'd love to get up on top of him.
Yeah, all the time.
It's like the feeling that jockeys probably get.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, you know what, I want to taste that action. I don't want to die before I ever get up on top of a horse. Okay. And I decided I would do some horse riding lessons out by Westport, the back of Westport, where apparently St. Patrick climbed Croagh Patrick, the pilgrimage walk.
Right. That was quite the segue.
That sounded like a lie, but actually it's the truth.
Okay. So are you going to keep up the horse lessons?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to go back again. She said to me, would you fancy doing a lesson next time? And I was like, what was that?
So what was the first one?
No, it was just getting used to the horse because these guys are like fucking 500 stone.
Right, yeah.
So you got to get used to having this big beast between your legs. You got to get used to not just dominating the horse, but like letting the horse know that you're not scared because they can smell the fear, which is when you're on an animal that big, you want to make sure that you're not scared. But they'll know, even if you're faking it till you make it, the horse will know. So I was there and I was kind of moving him, and you pull him one way to go right, one way to go left. And you sort of slightly dig in your heels, just give him a little tip in the stomach and he'll go forward. But at the same time, if you're not doing that with confidence, he'll know and he'll throw you off. Right. At one point he kind of went like this, hey, get off me.
Fucking.
Yeah. So no, I kind of held it a bit tighter, but even still, he was the one calling the shots.
Right.
So we were on autopilot walking down the road, the two of us, and the teacher was in front. She's like, how are you getting on there? And I'm like, yeah, it's all good. But the horse was really doing all the work.
Do you go pretty fast on them? No, or just walking?
About 4 miles an hour.
Not bad.
Yeah. So that was nice.
Yeah, it's very random, but...
Yeah. You have to come with me next time.
Yeah, I'd be up for trying it.
Would you fancy it?
Yeah.
Next time. She said to me if you wanted to come with the group next time, so...
Yeah.
I was thinking about asking yourself and a couple of lads from Ballina.
Yeah. A few shams on horses. Shams on horses.
A few cans.
Bit of a smoke, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Galloping across the field.
Sounds like a jolly old time.
Oh, wouldn't that be a great way to get around on the back of a horse?
Yeah. Be handy.
Fucking save on petrol.
Save yourself. Yeah. Bit of cash.
All you have to do is buy a bit of hay, but they go through the hay fairly quickly.
Right. How much is hay these days?
I don't know, but she had plenty of stock of hay, but I thought, sure, like everything, probably gone up in price. Whatever it was, it's double.
Fuck's sake.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, we're looking at inspirational quotes for this part of the podcast. Audrey Hepburn, who's a great... We're big fans of Audrey Hepburn here in Odyssey Studios, and she's a great actress. Was dead now.
Dead, yeah. Big fan though.
Yeah, great actor. What movie was your favourite of hers?
Oh,
hard to choose.
Yep, there's so many of them. So
many, but she was inspirational.
Yeah.
And that's why we want to inspire people who watch this podcast. Maybe that's the purpose of the podcast, man. Let's go through the quotes here. Do you want to pick one first? She's got some very famous quotes, Audrey Hepburn. She was known for saying the right thing at the right time.
One here. For me, the only thing of interest are those linked to the heart.
Great. Any more?
Nah.
Let me see. I'll look for one here.
Somebody.
Whatever happens, the most important thing is growing old gracefully. And you can't do that on the cover of a fan magazine. It's that wonderful old-fashioned idea that others come first and you come second. That's two different quotes mixed together.
Mm.
Yeah, this is a good one. It's that wonderful old-fashioned idea that others come first and you come second. This was the whole ethic by which I was brought up. Others matter more than you do, so don't fuss, dear, get on with it. But she doesn't actually mean that. She's saying that that's an old-fashioned idea. And maybe you should put yourself first.
Yeah.
Do you put yourself first?
I think you should.
Do you put yourself first, I said?
I think I do, most of the time.
It's good.
Yeah. Do you?
Yes.
Just a stern yes.
Stern yes. Sometimes, depending on the situation.
Yeah, it depends on the situation.
But what generation would you be? What would they be called?
I don't know. 96. What's that?
No, but you know the way they have like the Gen Z and the Gen X and the millennials and all that stuff? Boomers.
I
don't know. I actually don't know what I would be anyway, but You'd be coming in with fresher ideas than me. You'd be coming in with more modern ideas. Were you raised on the church, Adam?
No, my family weren't religious.
Oh, no?
No.
So what do you do on a Sunday?
The generation above them were.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
God addicts. What did you do on a Sunday in your house?
Just had a nice dinner and just chilled out.
Fucking great life, man.
Pretty good.
Lovely. What would you have for dinner?
Dinner? Oh, usually a roast.
Oh, lovely. Every
Roast,
Sunday?
Sunday. Oh, back then. It's gone to fuck now.
Who's running the show down there?
That's fucking crazy.
Jesus Christ. You can't beat the old Carvery dinner though. It's a favourite. Unless you get it from a garage. I've got one the other day from a garage. $11.99.
Yeah.
For a fucking dirty old beef Carvery dinner. Dry old shit.
No good.
$11.99. You think you'd be getting better from a garage.
Do you want to call them out?
Not there yet, but maybe.
Oh, that wouldn't be good.
A lot of the garages you go to, and it's not their fault, but it's those packed sandwiches that you get in there. You know those ones that are in plastic?
Yeah.
They don't cut the mustard.
They're not good.
They're not there, like.
No, you need fresh sandwich.
Fresh sandwiches, and some shops have them. Some of the smaller shops. If you go into Turlock on the way to Castlebar, there's a shop there that make the sandwiches fresh every day.
Come to Cork and Fuels, Knockmore.
Exactly.
Not that they're any relation.
But they do lovely sandwiches.
Do good sandwiches, yeah.
Tell everyone about this podcast, please. Okay, we're going to go through a couple more Audrey Hepburn quotes here. Adam, is there anything you want to read out there?
Some of them aren't that. They're kind of a bit sad.
Yeah, maybe some of them are. I don't know why I thought that would be inspirational quotes. One of them is, a movie without music is a little like an airplane without fuel. However beautifully the job is done, we are still on the ground and in a world of reality. Your music has lifted us all up and sent us soaring. Everything we cannot say with words or show with actions you have expressed for us through music. I don't know what that means. No, we'll leave it there with that Audrey Hepburn stuff. Unless you have another one, Adam. Something there that tickled your fancy?
Success is reaching an important birthday and realizing you're exactly the same.
Say that again. Success is
like reaching an important birthday and realizing you're exactly the same. Is that inspirational?
I don't know if that's inspirational though. Success is like reaching a birthday and realizing you're exactly the same.
Yeah.
I don't know. That doesn't really.
What does it mean?
Does that get you going?
No. What does it mean, man?
I don't know. Maybe it's like just it's good to be the same person all the time.
I mean, you're not sick? Something like
maybe you're not sick. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, it could be. Maybe she's insinuating that you're lucky that you're still the same.
Still healthy and alive, maybe.
Yeah. Because you could be maybe crushed by a bus.
You could be fucking dead.
You could be. No, there'd be no way to be living your life.
No.
So Audrey Hepburn, inspirational or not?
It's kind of
50-50.
Yeah, it's middle of the road.
Okay, Jesus. Someone's not a fan of Audrey Hepburn. It changed very quickly.
Yeah. Never heard of her, actually.
Did you not?
No.
Well, I don't really know any of her movies either, but apparently she's an actor.
Yeah.
Born in Belgium. So it says on Wikipedia anyway.
Fair play to her.
Now we're going to move on to spirituality. I want to thank everybody for watching this show. And Adam, would you mind if I said a prayer?
I don't mind.
Lord, thank you for everything that you've given us and for helping with this podcast. We hope to someday get to the top of the podcast charts in your honor. Guide us and protect us through the valley of suffering, and let us continue to find our way on this treacherous road in this very, very dangerous world. Guide us, and we shall be guided, and bring us to the at least top 10 of podcast charts. Amen.
Amen.
Are you a religious man? Spiritual?
What does spiritual mean?
Let me just check. Spiritual, what does it mean?
Like, it's not religious, is it?
Someone that's opposed to material or physical things, and it relates to the soul or spirit, human spirit.
Someone who's opposed to
material things, like somebody that might say there's no tow bar on the hearse because they can't take it with them.
Very good.
What about you? Would you be a man that collects stuff?
I don't think so, no.
No?
No.
Do you have any? You don't hoard at all, or
No. Just stuff for work. That's it.
Stuff there.
A bit of a
Lights.
light. Can't fucking see.
Can't fucking see the podcast, man. That's a good way to be. So you don't collect anything. You don't have any wants for anything. You don't crave. What do you crave?
Do I crave?
Do you ever like crave something in your life? Like, oh, fucking, I'd love to have that now.
Not really. No. Pretty content.
Oh yeah.
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 Pretty content.
You sure?
I'm fucking yeah.
No, it's a good way to be. It's a good way to be, and I can see that in you as well. Like you seem to be a fella that's very relaxed about life and very happy in their skin.
Thank you. Thanks, Owen.
Take the compliment.
You're pulling the piss, aren't you? You're pulling the piss.
This is your gripe of the week.
Any gripes, man?
Any gripes at the moment? Let me see. Do I have any gripes?
Did anybody fuck you around during the week?
Oh, when you say something, when you say something to somebody but you've said it wrong and they look at you like you're stupid and you're like, what do I do now?
Yeah, it happens to me all the time.
Yeah, happens to me all when you walk into a shop and you say to them like, is there anything else? And they're like, what? And you're like, what? And you walk out.
Yeah, just leave, never come back.
Never come back and just like burn the place down or feel like you need to move country or something like that. That kind of stuff is it's very embarrassing. Or like if you say something to somebody genuinely and they look at you like you're stupid. I hate that. Because you're like, I'm just trying to fucking start a conversation here.
What did you say to him?
Like, I was in the Botanic Gardens before in Dublin, and there was a little bird. It was like a drake or a stork or one of those lanky ones. You know those really skinny ones that just stand on the edge of the water looking in at the fish?
Yeah.
And they got the long beaks. Well, there was one of them stood there like this. And there was a fella, probably, I think he might have been American. And he was looking in at this bird in the water. And I just walked over and I was looking at him and then looking at the bird. And the bird had not moved an inch. And I said, is that real? And he looked at me like this. And then he walked off as if to say, how do you know that that's not real? And I was like, the bird hadn't moved. So I was like, I was a bit annoyed by that, and then the bird moved and it flew away. So it was almost like him saying, clearly the bird is real.
Yeah, and this guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah. But people sometimes have bird statues in their fucking water.
Mm.
Do you ever see someone's pond? They've got like
fucking flamingos
and frogs and all sorts of stuff there. And then he gave me this look like I was bloody the artist formerly known as Prince. Okay. So it was embarrassing, man. And that stuff sticks with me because then I'm like, fuck, I am a stupid bastard.
Overthinking that for a week. So.
Oh, still, that was 5 years ago. Do you have any annoyances?
Any annoyances?
Anything that bothers you?
People who drink their drinks loudly.
Oh, yeah? This is the news headlines. Okay, let's take a look at some of the headlines from across the scary, scary world. Justin Timberlake caught drink driving. That's the first one we've just looked at there. Justin Timberlake is in the news at the moment, Adam, because he got pulled over on the motorway for drink driving. He told the officer that he'd only had one margarita. When the officer said, let me breathalyze you, Justin Timberlake said, no, 3 times. So the cop, get out of the car, he said to him, and do the walk, the sobriety test where you've got to walk down a straight line. Apparently Justin Timberlake was shaky.
Shaky?
He was doing all these like...
Bit of dancing, bit
of a moonwalk.
Yeah.
And he got taken in anyways, spent the night in prison. And he's back out again on bail. He probably will get away with it. Because he'll say he was exhausted or it was some sort of emotional issue that he was having at the time. But there was other footage that you've sent me, Adam.
Yeah, Jesus.
That showed Justin Timberlake singing and looking a bit bloodshot.
Those eyes, man. Those eyes.
The eyes don't lie, man.
No.
What do you reckon is happening with Justin Timberlake at the moment? What's going on in his mind?
He looks like he's fucking off his head.
Does he, or is it just taken out of context and he just was a fella that dropped the guard for a minute with his drink driving carry on?
Maybe. I suppose innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, but apparently he's been proven guilty.
Oh,
and he has a bit of a notorious history too.
Yeah?
Just the way he's been treating Janet Jackson and Britney Spears.
I don't know much about
Oh, no,
him.
I'm not an NSYNC fan either. But never went to any of their concerts.
It sounds like you might have.
No. But I think that he's a good performer. I used to like his music years ago. And I keep an eye on him every time he pops up in the news. I do keep an eye on him. Just to see if he's doing all right. Yeah, because to see if the boys get back together.
Okay. But you're not a fan?
No. I'm into more like hardcore rock bands like Westlife. And the Wolf Tones. But Justin Timberlake, yeah. So he must obviously like somebody who's apparently living as privileged a life as himself. Good looking man, plenty of money, probably gets the ride when he wants. Probably can eat whatever he wants. Do whatever he wants. Married to Jessica Biel, Seventh Heaven. What went wrong?
Sounds like he has it all.
Sounds like he does. And maybe that's the illusion.
He should move to the west of Ireland. You can drink drive all you want.
Can you get away with it though?
I'll have to find out. Find out next time.
On fucking Guard the Patrol.
I reckon you get away with it. 3 pints, be sound.
You think so? Are you a bit of a...
I don't condone it.
No. We don't condone that at all here.
No.
And it's good that he's going to be doing it. I'd like to see him doing Slammer Time.
Really?
Yeah. Harden him up a bit.
Mm.
He might come out with a new album that's just a bit more edgy.
Give him a teaspoon of mint.
I think 6 months in prison.
Okay.
Look at how good Ja Rule is now.
I haven't seen that man in a long time.
Exactly. Now, moving on. Let me see what else we're going to discuss there. The iPhone. The iPhone are up to something. Apple, as per usual, up to something. They're such a big company. I don't think they're the biggest in the world now, though.
Who would be the biggest in the world?
It used to be Apple, Microsoft, and one other company. But the other company, I don't know what they do. I think they're a pharma company, but they've gone to number 1 in the largest company in the world charts. Whatever that means. But the iPhone they've been fined by the European Union for something. Can you find this out for me, please?
Yeah, I was just looking at the largest. Microsoft is the largest.
Okay, well, there's another one sniffing around anyway.
Then Apple, then Nvidia.
Nvidia, yeah. You know
what do they do?
Well, that's a search for the old incognito. Not that they wouldn't know what's going on there either. But Apple are up to something. They were banning certain apps to be used on their phone. But then they got fined by the European Union. I don't really know much else about it. Can you pull that up there?
Yeah. Get into it.
And fill us up with a bit of info there. Give us 20 fuel of info. So yeah, don't really know much about it. But anytime you see them in the news, you start to get a bit wary of them. Because they do have a lot of control, man.
Is it something about Fortnite you're on about?
Yeah, but there's a reason for it though. Anybody with an iPhone can only download iPhone apps from Apple's own app store. So iPhone are controlling what apps you can download. Okay. But what they're saying now is
these guys can make their own.
Apple have to open up a bit more and say, no, you can. You should be able to let people download apps from third party.
This games developer is saying will be allowed to make its own app store on Apple devices.
Yeah. Do you use many apps yourself?
Instagram, fucking addicted to that.
Yeah, Instagram is a killer altogether.
Yeah.
Like that came out of nowhere when you think about it. Used to be something for just photos of parks and stuff like that and people's food, and now it's just like an endless conveyor belt. And we're all tied into it.
It's very addicting.
And more than this cranberry juice, it fucking is addictive.
Cranberry juice is good, man.
It is, yeah, but Instagram, yeah, all the social medias, they're all addictive.
Would you spend much time on?
I'm trying to cut back on Instagram, but probably too much, yeah, because everyone says, well, you need to be on it to see what's going on so that you can do stuff around it. But I think if you could get it to a way where you just upload something onto it and then leave it, that could be the way to go. But they encourage you to be on there all the time. They put you out to more people the more you're on there, but it's really no good to you either when you're on your phone all the time.
And is it just Instagram you use, or?
No, Instagram, let me see. These are the ones I use the most, right?
Twitter?
I'm on Twitter now, yeah, but It's just like talking into the abyss, really. I've got the Snapchat app. I have Instagram. WhatsApp is another one that takes all the time.
WhatsApp. That's
Just sending voice notes to
talking
people, and like,
yeah.
like recording like 10-minute voice notes to people, and you're like, what the fuck was I even talking about there?
This guy doesn't even know me.
Exactly. Just picking random numbers.
Yeah.
I'll send this fella like a 10-minute audio.
Yeah, just a script idea to a random person.
Not even that, just even more pointless than that.
Yeah.
Just like talk about the weather in as many ways as possible. Gmail, well, Gmail is handy because, you know, you get to keep it in touch with people. But they're the main ones I'd use, I'd say. I don't have Facebook Messenger on the phone because I just thought that's a bit of a waste of time as well. But TikTok, I have it on the phone, but I never use it. Do you use TikTok?
No, really, no. Just Instagram is the exact same, really, isn't it?
Yeah. How many hours a day would you be on Instagram?
Just, I don't know. Anytime I'm not doing something, I'll just whip out the phone and...
That's it, you know, yes. It's taken over from boredom.
Mm.
And it gives you the little dopamine kicks where you're like, this kind of feels good.
It's definitely not good for you, though.
No. Do you ever find yourself right before you go to bed at night, just scrolling on the phone, and you're saying, I'll just give it another 10 minutes, and you're almost like looking for something.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll find a video that gives you that bit of a, oh, that was nice. And you might read the comments, and then you might go down a path from that video, and then you're sort of trying to climb the ladder again. You're like, oh, fuck, no. Oh, what's this?
Yeah, and the stupidest videos.
Just the stupidest stuff, because you don't remember any of it.
Mm. I watch a lot of YouTube too. That
really
takes up a lot of time too.
Yeah, that's the new one now as well. Well, it's not new, but...
Yeah. Would you watch much YouTube?
I wouldn't say as much as you now.
No. Well, it's not a... You better not. You better fucking not.
YouTube, yeah, I'll be on it a good bit too. Yeah, it's soon as the day is finished, you'll be going home, stick on the TV, and I used to think that my father was crazy for watching TV all day, but not that I watched TV all day, but I used to think it was crazy that he'd be watching the news at 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's like
and then watching movies in between, and I'm like, there's only a few channels there to choose from. But we're nearly as bad now.
Probably are, even worse. Like.
Yeah. Are we worse than our parents?
Are we worse than our parents?
Probably
are worse.
Mayo. What the fuck?
Mayo, they lost the cunts.
I know they did. They lost the gab, but sure. We have more exciting news than that at the moment. Mayo woman set to become first Irish person in space.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not including Colin Meaney.
Doesn't feel right, does it?
No, it does not feel right. Mayo woman, let me see. Dr. Nora Pattern. Originally from Mayo, but now lives in Dublin. She's fucking heading off to space anyway.
Who's she heading off with?
I think she's going with a gang from Canada and a few other spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they going at?
It's an all-woman team of researchers whose flights are being funded by institutional investors, grants and sponsors, and using the mission to advance knowledge in the areas of fluids and biochemical research in space. They're going up to space to look at fluids.
You can do that here, can't you?
You can. Talk about getting notions far from space. She was reared.
It's an awfully expensive way to do it.
Jesus Christ, would you not go down to fucking Bohola?
There's a river fucking down there.
Exactly. No, but congratulations to her. And I was
fair play to you.
You know, and in fairness, would you go yourself?
Yeah, well,
if you had a chance to go to space, would you go?
I think you'd have to, wouldn't you?
You would have to take it up, yeah, because the view you might get, the perspective of life, looking back at this tiny little planet,
yeah,
and just looking at everything you worry about, you're like, I was worried about something there, and look at the size of the place.
Yeah, we're pretty insignificant.
Yeah. Speak for yourself.
Getting into our existential stuff.
Well, this is it, you see. Where does the purpose come from?
Yeah. Well, what is it, man?
How would you feel if you went into space and you came across some aliens? What would be the first thing you'd tell them?
How are you getting on?
But like, maybe they're like, we don't really understand what you're saying, but like, give us some information about the planet Earth, that you think we're going to need before we get there.
That we think we're going to need off them?
No, the aliens, you're talking to aliens. We'll say Saturn is the middle ground. It's like a car park.
Okay, yeah.
You've met aliens there. They come over to you and they say to you, we're heading towards Earth now. Is there anything we should know before we get there? What would you say to them?
It's tough.
It is.
I tell them fucking.
Fucking.
Don't go.
Just be cute.
Don't go to Dublin, anyways.
No?
No.
Where would you send them?
West of Ireland.
For what reason, though?
It's just nicer, isn't it?
But are they coming down to fucking...
They're coming on a holiday, aren't they?
Do you reckon they'll be going around in a camper van or what?
Well, we need a better picture of this scenario. What are they doing?
Well, we don't know what they're doing, but
They're coming to fucking kill us or what?
they're saying to you, we're coming to the planet just to greet the humans. We want to see what your world is about. Maybe we can share some information.
Right, well, don't go north or south. You probably won't understand them, even though you don't.
And you're just speaking to them perfectly.
Yeah, they understand the West of Ireland accent.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Would you be scared of aliens?
Depends what they look like.
If they were like sexy avatar looking ones?
Ooh, I don't think I'd be too scared now.
Would you make love to one?
Probably. Would you?
Yeah. Thought about it.
Yeah.
That's why I watched Avatar 2 twice.
Twice.
But anyway, sorry, we'll go back to this lady who's going to space. She's from Mayo. So that's, when you think about it, that's crazy.
It is.
From Mayo to space. And what's up there, we don't know. Right out there.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. See how she does.
Yeah. The cost of the flight of the new aircraft, which is still in development, has not yet been finalized, but it's expected to be in the region of $600,000 to build a spacecraft to go to space, maybe specifically for this journey. Is it true that they have to build a new spaceship every time, or is it coming back and going into the garage? And there's a lad underneath going...
Yeah.
No?
Do they have to make them every time? Jeez,
I don't know, because all the rockets at the bottom surely would cause so much damage.
Fucked, like. But when they go up, don't they come apart? And
it's just like a little chamber left at the end.
Yeah.
That's what it is, I think, yeah.
Yes, they would have to make them.
Probably from
every
scratch.
time.
You know what would be really frustrating? If
What?
you were the fella that made the rocket, you were like a scientist, and it was like 3, 2, 1. It just fucking blew up. Didn't take off.
That would be guntish.
The one job you had to do, get to space. It's like, oh, what happened?
He fucked it.
Fucking blew up.
What were his credentials like? Was he right for the job?
Foss.
Foss.
I did a 5-year Foss course. Am I joking? That's not a dig at Foss.
It's a great setup.
It's time for your word. Now it's time for your word. Every week, someone writes into us and lets us know their problem. This week, we got a letter from Shannon. Thanks, Shannon, for getting in touch. Dear boys, I'm actually from Ukraine, but I recently met a Russian man on a dating site. We have fallen in love over the course of 6 months, and we would like to meet each other. The only issue is the war. How might we resolve our problem and be together as one? Love conquers all, and I believe we can be proof of this. Sincerely, Shannon. She believes that love is more powerful than hate. She wants to bring people together, herself and this Russian man, and unite the world in harmony. Is that possible? Is it too much?
So she's living in Ukraine, is it?
I guess she's living in Ukraine, and she probably wants to go over to meet this Russian fella, or maybe they want to meet somewhere in the middle, at the border maybe. But that's...
Border's probably a bad idea.
Could be. But they're not going to like directly meet in the border. Maybe they're going to meet in a local cafe down the road. So, is that too dangerous? What if somebody came along and saw them? What would they be able to tell that one of them was Russian, the other one was Ukrainian? Maybe they should meet up somewhere in the middle, like Longford. Oh, man.
I don't know. How would they tell them apart?
Like cranberry juices. It's too sugary, man. How would they tell them apart? I don't know, but maybe...
Are they allowed to cross the border?
I don't know. I don't know that either.
They'd have to meet in another country.
I think so. That could be the best thing. So where would you recommend they should meet?
Off to Sicily or something.
Sicily, yeah.
Sicily, yeah.
That's a fair old trek down to Sicily. And then you've the Italians, they're...
Yeah, they mightn't like the old Ukrainians and the Russians.
You don't think so?
No, I don't know.
What were they? What we hard to know what the Italians be into. They don't really like many people except themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe Sicily, as beautiful as it would be, might not be the place to go. What about somewhere like Norway?
Norway would be nice.
Where they're meant to be all chilled out.
Yeah.
So go to Norway.
Norway would be good, yeah.
Okay. Well, there you have it, Shannon. Go to Norway and bring your Russian partner with you.
That's it. Sorted.
Slowly start blooming from Norway. See what they have to say for themselves.
Mm.
The Norwegians. They don't really say much, do they?
No.
Or do they?
I don't really know many Norwegians.
No, I don't know them. I'm just trying to throw the whole country under the bus here.
Yeah. Is it your friend? Was your friend not Norwegian? Oh no.
No.
Venezuelan.
Yeah.
All right. Completely different.
Norway is a very long country though. It's a big old spot, and they have smaller population. So maybe Ukrainian and Russian could get there, meet up, and slowly build a family together.
Mm. You ever been to Norway?
Years and years ago, camping. Because
Sounds
it's
very good.
expensive. It's very expensive in Norway. Like there's, if you went into a shop over there to buy a sweet potato, it'd be £3.
Were you in a camper van or just
In a tent.
tent? All
Tent,
right.
yeah. It was like £15 a night. And they'd all be looking at you going, oh, you have a tent. And then they'd be thinking you had a camper van with the tent. But when they heard you were just walking around, they'd be like, oh, cool.
So you were just walking about?
Well, we were taking buses.
Okay,
It's a long distance between different places. But,
big country.
oh, it's fucking lanky enough.
Mm.
But people are lovely, very friendly, very beautiful people. But everyone has plenty of money over there. I've never seen so many Teslas in all my life.
Yeah. How is that like?
I think there's some tax deal they get over there. Because it's all about green energy, or so they say.
Yeah.
So you get them for like 50% off that you'd normally pay for them. But the Norwegians are swimming in cash. Absolutely swimming. I've never seen a place like it.
I know the Danish have a good tax system too.
I don't know much about that now.
Yeah.
In what way?
They get free healthcare, free schools. It's more free stuff too.
Yeah, no, I'd say they do. No, I heard something like that. They definitely have a lot of benefits and stuff like that. Have you been to Denmark?
Been to Denmark, yeah.
Have you? What's it like?
Well, it's nice enough, yeah.
Copenhagen?
Copenhagen. I was in Copenhagen for a while, yeah. It's kind of just like being in Dublin or Galway, really.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like just
sort of city.
Brown
city
Thomas and
vibes,
all those places? Yeah.
Yeah. Buildings and stuff are a bit cooler though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Beautiful people?
Beautiful people. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. All those Scandinavian countries seem to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. They're all perfect looking bastards.
Mm.
Don't like that at all.
Bastards.
Tell everyone about this podcast, please. So thank you very much for being with us here tonight. Adam and myself we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts and for being here and enjoying us on this journey. We're trying to evolve as we go along, and we really appreciate you coming along the journey with us. We were talking today about your purpose in life. Maybe the idea that we can even contemplate what our purpose is a great thing. I know that my purpose here today is to spend time with my fourth cousin Adam and get to know him on a deeper level all the time, and hopefully we can be like two onions here opening up, and maybe eventually you might even see some tears. And it's important to embrace the people closest to you, and even if they're your neighbours who you might never have met before, or as I said, if you go on the road you might meet some people who become friends for life. And that's what it all comes down. Are you on your phone, Adam?
Yeah.
You on your phone?
I'm looking up flights to Thailand.
Flights to Thailand, yeah.
Would you go?
How much are they?
About 800.
Oh, it's a bit, I don't know.
Bit steep.
It is a bit, yeah.
Bit steep.
I know why you want to go there though.
Yeah.
Naughty.
Well, the food's meant to be pretty good.
Food's meant to be nice over there.
Mm.
Yeah. Thailand red curry.
Oh yeah.
Pad Thai is delicious.
Bit of sweet chili chicken.
And on that note, we're going to head out now and get a bit of chicken for ourselves. So thanks very much for watching Owen's Odyssey. Adam, thanks for being back in studio. We missed you. And please get in touch if you want to get anything off your chest. owencollie@gmail.com. And is that all we have time for, is it?
I think that's it.
Any comments on last week, by the way, were somebody wrote in about dating somebody, twin flames, which means two broken flames that need to find each other in order to become one and become a couple forever. It's different than soulmates. Soulmates are almost, I don't even know what soulmates are. I'm not even going to pretend.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Soulmates, man. Do you believe in soulmates?
I don't know.
Do you believe in twin flames?
I don't know what they are.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, we'll leave it there. So. Thanks very much for joining us. Adam?
Thanks for having me.
This is the Owns Odyssey podcast. Thanks for being here.